Good morning, everybody. It's about 6 o'clock now. I ended up waking up this morning about 4:30 and going back to bed for just a little bit. It was about 50 degrees, so that was nice. And I'm just slowly packing up camp. So the kayak spent the night down there on the shore. I already took the cover off, and I'm getting breakfast ready. Today I have Mountain House biscuits and gravy, so that's exciting. And other than that, I'm just slowly packing up and excited to see Gates of the Mountain. Okay, it's about 7:30 and the boat is loaded and I'm heading off. Alright, I'm on the water and moving down. So one thing I decided, I'm going to use my one paddling glove that I got to protect my hand. I'm going to Michael Jackson it, but because the knuckles are showing when you just use the sun hoodie, and they definitely got sunburned yesterday, so I'm going to at least protect this hand and keep this one out of the sun if possible. I'm heading towards the Marina, hopefully I don't know what I'm going to find, but we'll see what's there. And I wasn't able to check, or I forgot to check when it opens, so I'm not really sure, so that's why I wasn't in a huge rush this morning. It is a Sunday morning, so we'll see when they open. But just something I forgot to do when I had the Starlink running last night. Because for the past, I don't know, day and a half, I've only had like 1 bar or half a bar of service. So, in all these hills, it's enough to receive messages, but I can't send anything or Google anything. I can just pretty much receive text messages. That's about it. So I'm doubtful that's going to change, but it's not a big deal. I do have Starlink that I can hook up in the evenings and get service, and I can make calls over that. So I'm not without contact. I'm just can't easily check stuff during the day. But there's a Coulter campground, couple miles into Gates of the Mountain, so we'll definitely stop there and see if we want to stay the night there. I don't know, I can't help feeling kind of embarrassed about how slow I'm going, even though, so there's Q&As on the Missouri Rivers Paddlers page website, and so all the paddlers fill out this question and answer, and pretty much all of them say they wish they would have gone slower. So that's what I'm trying to do, but it feels weird. I have the urge to get on the water and just go until it's dark, but I know I'll be happy that I spent some extra time here, because just look at all those hills. Just amazing. And everyone keeps telling me that Gates of the Mountains are even better than this. So I'm excited to see. It was pretty cool last night. It's so quiet here that you could hear, as the birds fly by, the ruffling of the wind through their wings. You just hear them glide on by. That's really interesting. And it's still just absolutely crazy how beautiful it is out here. So it looks like there's a fawn over there on the bank. Must be a mule deer. I see the little hopping. That is so cool. This is my first mule deer of the trip, even though it is a fawn. I've heard of them hop like that, but I've never actually seen it. And it's funny. Wonder where its mother is. So it looks like today is supposed to be 83 with pretty much no wind, so that's nice, even though it's going to be warm. And tomorrow is 93 with no wind again, or very, very light wind. So that's going to be fun. Going to do some sweating tomorrow, but that's okay. It's what I signed up for. I'll be out here all summer, so it's just the first taste of some warmth. So looks like I've got 2 awesome days ahead of me on the water. So we are getting closer to Gates of the Mountain. So I am going through through this on a Sunday, which is a weekend, which I said was bad earlier. But honestly, I've been going what I thought was really slow, and I can't stand to just sit around and wait and not do anything all day long when the weather's this nice. So we're just gonna go, and it'll be fine, I'm sure. And I'll just keep an eye on things, and you know, if it looks real bad, I'll turn around and find a spot to camp, but I'm not too worried about it. We're just gonna go slow and have an enjoyable time. Got some pelicans standing in the water beside me. Don't even care about me going by. So Google is calling this Upper Hauser Lake. So I'm just about out into the main spot, and I don't quite see the marina yet, but I'm sure it's just around the corner. So even though I know that the gates of the mountain are over there, it really does look like the lake just ends. Like there's mountains all the way around there, and that's really cool. It's hard to believe that the river does cut through there. So I can see the marina over there across the lake. So now it's just a matter of getting over there. Expect it to take at least an hour. Just another view of Gates of the Mountain. So I'm sure you noticed if you watched day 4 video, but the last couple clips were really shaky. I accidentally turned off stabilization while the camera was in my pocket because it's touchscreens, and if I'm not careful, it'll change settings if I stick it in my pocket while on. But it just shows you how much these GoPros really, it just goes to show how much these action cameras really stabilize the frames. I have it on horizon balancing, so it notices what the horizon is and keeps it exactly still. And I've noticed it really helps with the quality of the video, that all the clips aren't shaky and hard to watch. So it still just looks like the river ends over there. That's crazy. So even almost straight across the lake from Gates of the Mountain, if I didn't know that is where the Gates of the Mountain are, I'd say I'd be really confused on where I'm going. That is absolutely crazy. So one nice thing about having this big orange kayak with the big orange deck bag is that all the boats see me like right away. Ted, the fellow paddler, said he could see me from miles away, and he got worried a couple times that some of the boats didn't see him as they were heading towards him, because his gray canoe really does blend in really well with the water. So I wasn't a huge fan of the orange, and I probably wouldn't have chose it if it wasn't such a good deal, but I kind of embraced it, and I think it's working really well so far. It adds a layer of safety. All the other boaters can see me quite well, and at night I have that camouflage cover that I can throw over it, and it covers it fairly well. So far it's been working out great. Okay, so we're almost to the marina, so we'll see what we find here. So this is the Gates of the Mountain Marina, and I'm excited to, the minimum buy a soda. Alright, I got the boat tied up to the dock here. I did reapply some deodorant because I'm sure I don't smell like a spring day right now. And we're going to go up to the marina. So these are the tour boats. So you can get a tour of the Gates of the Mountain here if you want to come up here and do that. So it's pretty cool. Alright, I stopped, went to the bathroom, got some food. So that was a nice little stop. I got a cheeseburger, as I said, and 2 sodas. So if you do stop here, just be aware that it's not the cheapest place to go to. But still, it's the first hot food I've had of the trip, so I'm looking forward to that. I got it in a to-go box beside me, and looks like it might have been better to just go ahead and go straight through the Gates of the Mountain, because it looks like the tour boats are starting up and they're loading. So we'll see how the waves are from that. Okay, so we're on our way into the gates of the mountain. I'm looking forward to this. I'm not even to it yet, and the cliffs are already amazing. These cliffs are just stunning. Just straight up on each side. I just don't know what to film. It's all just insane. I'm gonna cut across the other side here after the tour boat has passed. And hopefully I'll be a little more out of the sun so these clips won't be so saturated. Man, can you imagine? Obviously this is a lake now, but can you imagine when Lewis and Clark went through here? Absolutely crazy. So it's only a little after 10, but I'm actually a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat my burger while going through the gates of the mountain. One of the nice things about a pedal kayak is that your hand's free and you can still move. But man, crazy view. So it's a good burger. I'm enjoying it. It's just straight up and down on both sides. So listening to the tour boat as it goes by, he's given a tour over the speakers. He said that all of these caves and holes are completely filled with bats, and in the evenings thousands of them come out. So that's crazy. I saw one of them fly over my camp last night, but that was about it. Right before dark. It does look a little bit hazy in the distance there. And I heard someone at the Marina mention like the Canadian wildfire smoke. So there might be just a little bit of that in the air. But I'm just surrounded by some of the most beautiful scenery that I think I've ever seen. So I do have this camera right here filming a time lapse going through the gates of the mountain. But so hopefully that's all good footage. And every person and boat that I come across, I've been, trying to mention I'm going all the way to St. Louis and I have a YouTube channel, and, if you'd like to check it out, here's what it is. So just trying to, promote the channel, even though for me, it's pretty odd. I'm not the most sociable person generally, but I'm trying. It's just so pretty here, I hardly even want to paddle. You can definitely kind of see the haze from the smoke now, which is interesting because it wasn't there on the upper Coulter Lake. So up ahead around this next point is Coulter campground, and we're on Coulter Lake. So it's a bit of a tongue twister. So I believe that this is the campground that Dave Hillman in his YouTube videos of going down the Missouri River talks about how it has amazing water here, the best tasting water he's ever had. So I'm interested to see if that's the case here. So we're gonna get to the campground and check it out. But in the meantime, I mean, these views are just crazy. That's about the worst of the waves I've had so far. It's been absolutely amazingly calm. It's just crazy to me that all of these cliffs have trees on them. Like, what are they growing out of? There can't be more than an inch or two of dirt on top of these rock cliffs. But there's just trees on any flat surface available. So we're just slowly approaching the campground. I'm going just about as slow as I can, just trying to absorb all of these views. Here's Coulter Campgrounds of Helena National Forest. Got a little boat dock here, and we're gonna check it out. So here's the boat tied up at the ramp. So I'm able to use the leash in the front, and actually the bungee cord that I attached the wheel with is on the back. So we're gonna go check out the campground, which is just surrounded by definitely the best views of any campground I've ever seen. As you can see from the big pile of stuff, there's a couple campers here. There's another one there that are packing up right now and about to head out. And this place is absolutely crazy, just the views. So I think I'm gonna stay here tonight. It is only, midday, and it feels really weird to stop this soon in the day. But I mean, where else can you sleep in a tent and have that as your view? I'm trying to take the advice to go slow, and I think I'm accomplishing that's for sure. So I'm gonna wander around, and looks like there's a trail that goes up in that direction, and yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy this. Looks like I got off just in time. It's getting really busy now. I pulled my boat off up on the shore over there. I'm glad I did. It got really busy. So some very nice people gave me their water before they left the campground today. So that was really nice. I kind of forgot when I was at the Marina to fill those up. I've only used half my water so far. I'm really not in trouble yet, but gotta remember, definitely can't forget to fill up the water next time. Okay, so it's about 4 in the afternoon. I got the tent set up, the bed's all made, charging, got the solar panels out, batteries are all charged, videos uploaded and edited, and now I think I'm gonna go for a hike. That's the plan. Hiking down this trail, Onyx calls this Missouri River Trail number 257, and I've been told about a mile up is a monument for the Man Gulch fire. So we're gonna go check that out. I have my trekking poles. So this is a really pretty trail. Just goes along the edge of the lake here. So I'm just kind of using my trekking poles ahead of me and keeping an eye on the ground. I really don't want to find any rattlesnakes if possible. So that is a big old pine. That one survived several fires. That's really cool. But this is the memorial for the Man Gulch fire, where 13 firefighters perished trying to fight a fire. So here's the docks. We're about a mile down from where I camped. Just a quick hike over, and this is the Merriweather picnic area. And just up above us are just crazy cliffs. All right, so I'm heading back to the campground. It is about a mile, but it's a very pleasant mile, mostly in the shade. And so these videos that I'm making right now, the 25-30 minute ones, are definitely not sustainable. They're taking way too much time and power to edit and upload all these. So definitely gonna have to dial them back to 8-10 minutes a piece, and I think I can keep up then. So that's kind of the plan, because I'm going really slow, and that's why I've been able to make such long videos, because I can spend the time editing. But going forward, I plan to speed up because, you know, I've got 2,300 miles to go to Missouri. And I definitely can't keep this up, that's for sure. But that's okay. I mean, this is an evolving adventure, so we'll just see how it goes. No plan, you know. So the term no plan survives the enemy, no plan survives the river, that's for sure. So who knows what the future holds, but in either way, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. There's a tiny chipmunk. I'm back to the campground now, and here's the kayak. Everything's fine. That is the longest that I've left the kayak so far on the trip. Like, the odds of anybody stealing anything are pretty close to zero, but definitely not zero. So the whole time I was gone, you just have a little voice in the back of your head being like, they could be stealing everything. So my tent is way over there, and this is where the kayak's gonna stay tonight. I do have everything kind of locked together with cables, so nothing can be taken off of it, and I'm gonna put the cover on it and head over to camp. So there's a sign here that says drinking water is not available this season. So I was told that this is like a hand pump, but they've taken it all apart so that you can't withdraw any water. So it's a bit of a bummer, but that's all right. I got water from from a camper here, and I'm doing good. And again, this is the view out of my tent tonight. Absolutely spectacular. So I think I'm gonna go for a swim. It's been 7 days without a shower, and it's definitely time. I don't really have a sense of smell. I never really have my entire life, but even I can smell me now. So definitely ready to get just a little bit cleaner. Okay, so I just jumped in the water, and it is absolutely freezing. So hopefully I'm just a tiny bit cleaner, but whew, that was really cold. It's a good thing it's a warm day. So I'm gonna try and grab my bucket and fill a bucket full of water and maybe take a bit of a sponge bath real quick using, you know, soap and stuff, and then I'll go from there. So hopefully I'll just get a little bit cleaner. That was cold. Okay, so that's really cool. It's the first time I've had this bucket full of water, and it just sits there like completely full. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a sponge bath. I'll dispose of the soapy water properly, and then go down and probably rinse the soap off real quick, and then hopefully I'll be a lot cleaner. So the sun's set behind these beautiful cliffs now. I'm just finishing up editing, and for supper I'm gonna have Packet Gourmet Dottie's chicken and dumplings. So that's the plan. Here's the kayak, just some waves coming in off a boat that just went by. So I'm going to pack up everything that I can after I eat supper and be ready to head down the river like first thing in the morning. It's supposed to be pretty hot, so I'd like to get on the water just as it gets light. With that, I think this is gonna be a good night. I'm gonna get this video edited as much as I can tonight, and I'm excited for tomorrow. We're gonna try to get all the way to the dam and over it. So see you in the next video. I learned how to play the harmonica for this trip, and since it's Sunday for me today, I'm going to play the hymn Blessed Assurance.